Dickie Devil here on Dickie's Comic Crypt, exclusively on HPUSA TV. Make sure you go down and smash that subscribe button so you can keep up to date with all of our programming all the time. For our first episode, I have decided to review The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina Occult Edition by Archie Comics. Considering the show just wrapped up on Netflix and yours truly wrote a song about the teenage witch, only fitting that this would be our first review. So, if you want to take a look, this is a hardback edition. It is 288 pages. It was published October 15th, 2019. Don't let the cover fool you. While it does feature the actors from the show, the story contained inside is a far cry from the Netflix show. But we'll get into that in a second. First off, the art is by Robert Hack, and as you can see, it's creepy, spooky art, Archie style. Dark, very autumn Halloween colors to keep the spirit going, obviously. But let's get to the writer, because he is the fascinating one here. So, this was written by New York Times best-selling graphic novel author Roberto Aguirre-Sacasa. Now, Mr. Aguirre-Sacasa, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, also wrote Afterlife with Archie, which was the best-selling graphic novel on the New York Times list. Now, Mr. Aguirre-Sacasa is also the writer and developer on the TV show for Netflix. He's the one that created the show for Netflix. So, what we're looking at here is possibly Mr. Aguirre-Sacasa's true vision for Sabrina's origin that maybe Netflix wouldn't go for, or maybe he just knew they wouldn't go for, because there's some dark stuff in here. There is stuff in here that would not fly with the censors, would not fly with Netflix, I am sure. But it's very cool stuff. Some maybe not so cool, a little out there, but different and a much darker take. It's a much darker reimagining. Now, you get a lot of the same characters from the show. There's a lot of the same familiar faces. So the aunties are there: Ambrose, Harvey, Madam Satan, Edward Spellman, obviously Salem. And we also get some cameos. That's one of the cool things about this book, is because it's Archie Comics, it's in the Archie universe, it crosses over into Riverdale. So we get some cameos from some characters from Riverdale, which obviously they had talked about doing for the show, but it never came to pass. So maybe this is what the creator originally intended, how he intended for it. And it's a very interesting read to see something like that. Again, you also get backstories on Edward Spellman. You get a different take on what happened to Sabrina's mother. You get Harvey. Man, the Harvey situation is effed up. Let me just say that. There is no Nick Sparks, so I don't know why he's on the cover of this, other than using it to market to sell to the masses that love the show. And the Weird Sisters are not in this book, but there's a different set of Weird Sisters that are probably equally as cool, if not cooler, and worth checking out. So, real quick, again, you get great art, but also in the back you have a whole pinup gallery by various artists. You have the cover gallery. You have a Sabrina Teenage Witch old Archie story, a Madam Satan origin here, an old Madam Satan origin from the old Archie Comics. And then when you get to the very back, we do have some pictures from the show, some stills, a little write-up, and a picture of the cast there, which you probably can't see because of the reflection from the lights, but it's pretty cool. So, if you dig Chilling Adventures of Sabrina on Netflix and you're sad that it's over and you want to follow the adventures of these characters further, it's a little darker, but it's the same characters. It's a similar story, and it's a great read. So give it a shot. Once again, thank you all for tuning in, and hit that subscribe button, like, comment if you know some horror comics you want me to check out. If you write or draw horror comics and you want me to check them out, send an email to dickiedevil, DICKIEDEVIL @gmail.com. Send me some previews of your stuff, and I'll see what I can do about getting you on a segment. Other than that, subscribe, join us.